11. One thing about today is that I feel great again. And yesterday, when I went to bed last night, there was some hunger there. I don't know if you saw that video, but I was even talking about Krispy Kreme or whatever. The only difference that I had yesterday was that for lunch, I didn't follow up my salad with those keto yogurts that I ate, ratio, and it appeared that it was a domino effect, and maybe I didn't realize it for that meal, but once I maxed out my carbs, I was kind of done. I couldn't do anything else. There really wasn't anything else I wanted to eat because I didn't want to keep stuffing myself with protein, and I didn't really have anything else that was high on fat and protein. So I did feel pretty hungry last night when I went to bed. Last night I did have a small meal, but I did almost cap out my carbs. So there's that. For day 11, which is, by the way, January 15th, 2025, I do feel great. Once again, I'm driving to work. I'm ready to go. I don't feel anything holding me back. And the only difference I can say since starting this diet is on day 10 was the beginning of constipation. I'm not going out. Maybe this is too much info, but anybody wondering when they want to do this diet, for day 10 is when things started to kind of a little bit in the restroom. I don't know what I'm going to do about that just yet at the moment. I'm thinking I need to do some cardio workouts that require movement, because movement does trigger bowel movements, and it does help you digest and move foods along too. So I'm thinking today I'm gonna either get dressed when I get home and jump on the one of these walking trails. If it's too cold, because it's really cold right now, I have the heater on in my truck. If it is too cold later, after I get out of work, I might just go ahead and power on my treadmill and try to do a workout on it. Otherwise, for 11, I don't feel like quitting. I went ahead and I had my Jimmy Dean egg bites, gram for 2 egg bites. The meat lovers is what I've been eating. I have not gotten tired of it yet, and I have been eating it virtually every day since the beginning of this diet. So it has not been bothering me. In fact, when I eat the Jimmy Dean breakfast eggs, I do feel like I ate a good amount of food. I'm going into work not feeling really stuffed or overstuffed, and I'm feeling kind of limber and light still, where I can move around and get up and walk around and if I have to. I make myself 2 servings of coffee. Mine contains 3 grams of total carbs. So today I ended off my breakfast with 10 grams of total carbs. Sometimes I do feel like you need the little small itty bitty carb, because it does hold you over a little bit. I think on day 7, I might have cooked myself breakfast, and what I cooked was just eggs and sausages. And even though I was able to fill myself up and I had a full sensation, really my body must have burned it so fast, because maybe like 2 or 3 hours later, I was feeling pretty hungry again. And when eating these Jimmy Dean egg bites, I'm literally going 6 hours later before my next meal. And so there must be something going on with maybe taking a little bit amount of carb to help you kind of like next meal. There could be a high probability that when I begin intermittent with my diet, I might not be eating Jimmy Dean, or if I do, I might not be eating Jimmy Dean's, because I'm gonna have a smaller window of meals. So I wouldn't need to really go so far apart on meals. So carbs really wouldn't matter. But now, those are my thoughts so far for day 11. I'm feeling good still. I did not weigh myself still. I know it's like a reveal, so to say. I am 305 pounds, so let's see how it goes. Alright guys, I'm gonna check in with you in a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and combine my my morning, lunchtime, and nighttime videos into one, so that I'm not uploading so much to YouTube. They've been getting sick of me already by this time, because I know there was at least every time I upload a video, typically it will get some sort of view, And the last 2 videos I got, literally, I think they're at 0 views right now. So maybe YouTube is like, yo, stop spamming me. Okay, what you're doing, you're trying to lose weight, take it easy, you're overloading our servers. Yeah, these are kind of long. I guess they could be right. So guys, I'm gonna see you in a little bit, and I'll be checking in with y'all here and there so you can see how my day 11 goes. January 15th, 2025. This is a recent updated video, a day in the life of somebody that is doing the ketogenic diet in 2025. So see y'all later. So guys, I'm gonna have lunch. As you know, I've been repeating the same things every day. I have been able to confirm that I've reached a high ketosis period. Not only that I reached ketosis, it was a high level of ketosis, which means it's my body fat, it's burning it, and it's using energy. And so I'm going to keep the same routine going, which is lunch anywhere between 12 and 1, no later than 1:30. And for lunch, same salad. This is the chicken and bacon Caesar. This has been doing it for me. I don't know if you can see the nutritional facts right there. As you can see, I'm not lying about stuff, guys. I'm really not lying. I'm gonna go ahead and see if it's there. Can't really see if it did focus, but I'll read it. Total fat, 20 fat. Total carbs, 6 grams. We have 15 grams of protein. Most likely it's due to the chicken and bacon that's in here. From my understanding, lettuce doesn't come with too much protein. And then there is sugar here, a little bit of sugar. I don't like it. I think it's from the dressing. But then a total of 3 grams of total sugar. Now there is 2 grams of fiber in here, which technically makes this a 4 grams of net carbs. But as I mentioned before, when you're doing the ketogenic diet, you do not consider net carbs. You only consider your total carbs. So total carbs, grams of carbs. I will be chasing it with my favorite keto yogurt, Ratio Trio. This flavor is the strawberry flavor. At Publix, it's cost $7.50 at Publix. At Walmart, it costs $5.25 to $5.50. So you get it $2 cheaper for those prices are 4-pack. I have them at home, so I bring them with me. I bring one with me to work. I put it in my cooler. My cooler can hold like 7 days, hold like 7 days. I put it in my cooler, and then I chase my salad with this. And every time I do that, I feel good, I feel full, and I stay in keto. Yesterday, I forgot to bring this, and so when I picked up salad, I saw that they had some cooked ham and slices, and so I grabbed 2 slices of that cooked ham. I thought it was 1 slice, but it's just the lady gave me 2. I don't think she realized it. I thought it was just 1 thick slice. I ate it and felt even more full than I feel when I eat this. The food was better. Eating that ham with this was way better. But something happened. I don't know what it was, but 2-3 hours later, I was again. And when I do this combo, I don't get that hungry because I guess it's the fat that's here. The ham doesn't have much fat. My body didn't have much energy to burn. Not sure what's the science behind why when I chase 2 slices of ham with salad versus chasing the salad with the yogurt, why I feel more satiated for a longer period of time. Could be because there's some carbs in here. Ham has no carbs. Not sure. But that's what I'm going to be doing today. Of course, washing everything down with my favorite water. Like I got, money, spending money out that it's almost like I can't afford this now. I was $25 a day, $25 to support my binge eating disorder. And now that I have decided that I'm not going to let that binge eating to just take over me, I've been saving crazy money. Technically, this meal, $3.33, and then the yogurt is what, $5 for 4 of them. Let's put it $1.45. So we got 4 plus 40 cents. We got $4.70 for my meal right now. And this is covering my lunch, right? So $4.70 plus $2.80. So we got $6 now. We we got seven. So for $7.60, I ate breakfast and lunch today. And guess what? It was way healthier, way better for me. And I went from, so basically if I'm spending $25, and honestly I'm being a little modest, there has been times where on lunch alone I would drop 15, on breakfast alone I'll drop 15. So I'm saving close to $20 a day following this diet. And who would have knew that the whole time my financial freedom was hanging on the ropes of this binge eating disorder. So basically my eating habit was making me broke. It was making me poor. It was guzzling all my money. And now that I'm following this diet, I got more money on me to do other things, and this is kind of cool. So not only do I have more money in my pocket, I get to look good in the process, or at least stay on the path looking good and healthy and so on. The thing I will notice is that my skin feels on my face a little softer since starting this diet. It might not be too noticeable on the camera, but I'm noticing when I get out the shower, just my face feels a little silkier. I'm not doing anything different. I'm not using a different soap since I started this diet. I'm using the same soap, and my skin feels a little softer. And I did suffer from a little bit of dandruff on my hair. And also another thing I want to report to you guys, that since yesterday actually I'm noticing that zero dandruff, virtually zero dandruff now, ever since getting on the ketogenic diet. So that's pretty unusual. That is something I was not looking out for. Obviously, I'm thinking obvious things that are going to happen when you follow a diet: losing weight, looking better, but softer skin, silkier damage, virtually gone now. I'm looking for what happens when I do this for the rest of the year. So yeah, that's it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this open. This is the bacon, chicken and bacon. I really love this salad, man. This salad has been doing me right, and I've been feeling good after it. This salad comes with a fork, so everything is just ready to throw out in the trash. I don't have to deal with dishes because I really don't like dishes too much. I don't mind dishes, but I also would rather not create dishes that needed to be cleaned. There's certain things that need to have a plate. If I'm eating steak or anything I want a plate, I don't want a paper plate. I really don't like paper plates too much. I'm pretty chill, but usually like keep it to myself. But if I ever go to someone's house and they serve me on paper plates, it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't feel warm. That warm, close feel when you're at home, right? So if you come to my house, unless you're taking to go, I'm not gonna be serving you in a paper plate or a paper cup. I'm gonna give you a regular cup. It could be a plastic cup. Maybe I might not want you to break my cups. I could possibly give you a plastic cup. But more than I do try to shoot for, if we're drinking some whiskey or something, I'm gonna be a whiskey glass. I like to drink beer and liquor in. I don't drink like that. The last time I had a drink I didn't even drink this year yet. The last time I had a drink was for New Year's Eve. Last time I had a drink was Christmas Eve. Before Christmas Eve, I had a drink for Thanksgiving Day. Before Thanksgiving Day, before I had a drink. So I drink only when like an occasion going on. I would drink. And when I do drink, I don't get drunk because I don't get drunk because I just despise the taste of alcohol and liquor. But the truth is, I've been so overweight for a while that I just don't like to further feel bloated and full. And drinking beers is just, and I'm taking some of these, maybe this is why they're 3%. Some of these, they have like the lettuce, the root. I don't like to chew on that because it's just unnecessary. But yeah, so I really don't drink that. For a while, I've been pretty big. While I've been morbidly obese, but there was a limit when I passed the 300-pound threshold. I couldn't really even drink soda that much. I was starting to feel too full. My belly wasn't processing things fast enough, so I'm just not much of a drinker. But if I'm having a drink and you're in my house, I'm giving you a glass. And if I'm in your house and you pass me a plastic or a styrofoam, if you pass me a plastic cup, I'm not gonna be there. It's if you pass me a styrofoam plate or styrofoam cup. And if we're not at a barbecue, I mean, you know, teachers don't tell you nothing. I'll come over to your crib again, but you know, I don't know. It's not classic to me. So I am gonna go ahead and eat the salad. The reason why I'm doing it is because I was talking to my dad, and I told my dad, hey dad, I started a YouTube channel. I'm mostly just recording myself in my day of this keto diet. And so I'm doing it to keep me accountable. And so he asked me, he's like, yeah, what kind of meals have you been eating? I'm like, well, I've been on the ketogenic diet, so I've been having 30 grams or less. For breakfast, I have these Jimmy Dean egg bites, and I sent him a picture of the egg bites. And then, because I was at home, and these salads, I keep them in my cooler. So I didn't have a picture to send him of the salad, but I told him that I ate these salads from Publix. And he said, oh yeah, because my dad is like, don't believe me a little bit on what I'm doing. He's like, oh yeah, are you sure you're eating those? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. And so I didn't share my dad. I'm just not ready to share these videos with people very close to me yet, because the devil is, I'm not saying my dad is a devil, but I kind of feel that if I show the most closest to me, the devil's gonna use them to try to get me to get out of this, you know. Next thing you know, people are hitting me, hey, let's go to a buffet on me. Or showing up to my crib with my favorite cake. My favorite cake is a Hispanic cake. It's a type of way that Dominicans make these cake. My favorite cake is Dominican cake. Don't know what it is. Know that it sounds kind of like dumb to call it Dominican cake. Like there should be another word for it. There isn't another word for it. I'm not understanding why Hispanics in the Hispanic culture mention a Dominican cake. A lot of us know what you mean, but there isn't another way to describe this cake. It's regular cake. They make the batter a different way, and the cream, like the frosting on the cake, they almost always taste the same. No matter where you get this cake from, if it's Dominican made, they taste the same. I don't know how they make it, but anyway, the cake is that kind of cake is my favorite. And honestly, I don't know what would happen if someone came to me and said, hey, here's a happy birthday, for example, here's cake. My birthday is coming up in February. That's gonna be tough. If someone dares get me a cake, I mean, there's a lot of people know what I'm doing. So that's the downfall about getting on this weight loss journey and not telling a lot of people. They don't know what you're about. What they know is really the people that live in my house. And so a lot of friends and family outside the house, they don't know. And they can roll up on me with all types of things or invite me places, and then I'll be tempted. So it's the downfall about keeping your weight loss journey on the hush in your real life. When I eat the salad, I just get to it. You know, I don't get right to it, and I just start eating. I'm not wasting time. I'm not one of those people that need to watch YouTube or watch Netflix in order to eat something. With my little 6-year-old kid, she got somehow addicted to doing that. I don't know how, but you know, her mom, she has on her plate. You know, she works with a 6-year-old, so dealing with a 15-year-old. So you know, she just doesn't care how daughter eats, as long as her daughter eats. But at home for breakfast and lunch, my kid likes to have what's it called, a cinematic experience. Likes to have a dine-in experience. 6 years old, isn't that crazy? I didn't get to experience a dine-in experience until I was freaking an adult in my 20s. 6 years old, already watching movies and everything while she eats. Like, who is this kid? I would say is that it appears this video's going for a long time. I'm gonna edit it though, and I've been noticing that my uploads have been pretty long, and I think I capped out in my internet speed for my mobile device. So I'm gonna have to start uploading at home because, man, these files, when you're recording them in 4K, they're pretty heavy. As I'm eating this lettuce, as you can see, I still have a bunch left. I'm feeling satisfied, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling very satisfied. The key to I think the key to enjoying these really healthy alternatives to having fast food or anything, I think the key is to wait as long as possible in between meals, from breakfast to lunch. Because let's pretend I have breakfast, right? And 4 hours later, I'm to lunch. I might not want this salad because I'm just not hungry enough to enjoy or appreciate a salad. But right now it's 1 o'clock. The last time I had a meal was around 6:45. So I went, you know, plus, and for me, it seems to be just about right for me to be hungry enough to appreciate a salad because it's better than nothing. What's been working for me is waiting in between that time. When I don't wait I'm just not having it. If I would have ate, let's pretend I would have ate breakfast. Let's pretend I would have had a late breakfast. I ate breakfast at 10. When 12 o'clock come around, I'm almost sure that I'm gonna be kicking my feet for this salad. But since I feel hungry because it's been a while since I ate, I can enjoy the salad. Now granted, there's some things in the salad that's making it really enjoyable. I like the pieces of chicken in here. I like the bacon bits they have in here. The shredded cheese. Here's the cheese. It's Parmesan cheese. Parmesan cheese carbs. So there's probably some carbs coming from Parmesan cheese. But honestly, the amount of Parmesan cheese that they put in this bowl is not really. I doubt it's a serving of Parmesan cheese. So Parmesan cheese probably contributes to 1 gram of carb. It's probably coming from Parmesan cheese. I don't know if I mentioned to you guys that I could slightly be cheating actually, because in fact I am having my breakfast at 6:45 a.m. but I'm still slow sipping this coffee up to like 10:30 a.m. So this coffee calories. So technically, I'm not exactly going 6 full hours without consuming calories. There's very little calories in, but when I make this coffee, there's about 140 calories. Sipping 140 calories. So that's probably something I need to change. And I'm gonna test it out tomorrow. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make myself 1 cup of coffee, and I'm gonna drink the whole cup while I'm at home with the egg bites. I'm gonna drink it with the egg bites, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go to without bringing coffee with me. And then I'm gonna see how my appetite, I'm gonna see how that day goes. I'm gonna test that out. It could be possible that the reason why I'm going 6 hours is because the coffee kind of helping me last. I wonder if I can last so long without slow sipping coffee all morning. And it's not easy to fill this little bowl. It's only 1 serving, but you could say that I might be eating this slightly faster actually. So imagine that. I'm eating it slightly faster because I don't want the recording to go for so long, because there's a lot of space that it takes. So bear with me on this salad, right? Just doing this because at some point in time I need to start kind of documenting me eating the things that it's kind of like this psychotherapy. I start doing like myself eating the salad so I can picture it and live it and bring it to existence. I'm not sure if you guys are deciding on getting on a keto diet. I'm really not sure if you seeing me eat this salad will help you want to make the jump. But if you're on the fence about the keto diet, go for it, man. Just do it. You know, a lot of people say there needs to be crazy preparations, crazy money needs to be involved. Just go keto, man. Just do it. When you're first starting off, I think if you want to do carnivore, I think you should go keto first. Then carnivore. Because carnivore has no carbs. So, I mean, carnivore is like keto 1,000 miles per hour. Start keto first. Consume a few grams of carbs. You're going to need some carbs. Consume a few grams of carbs. I would say while you're on keto, slowly take away carbs. Go from 30, do 30 for a while. Do 25 grams total for a while. Go to 20 grams total limit for the while. Then go to 15, then go to 10. And then when you get yourself to 0 grams of carbs, go ahead and eat nothing but meat. I mean, that's the only way you get 0 grams of carbs, really. I don't know anything else but meat that can give you 0 grams of carbs. There might be some dairy products out there, I believe, that can give you 0 grams of carbs. But there's not a lot of things out there. There's a lot of things that have less than 1 gram, but it ain't 0. So as you can see, guys, I'm done. It's telling me thank you. Thank you for buying from us. So what I do, guys, if you guys are squeamish, look away, fast forward a few seconds. But what I do, I'll lick my fork, make sure there's no ranch. And even if there is a little bit of, actually it's not ranch, I think it's Caesar. Make sure there's no Caesar. Even if there is, whatever, you know, it's your food. I'm gonna go ahead and ratio trio. Now the ratio trio has 9 grams of fat. It has 15 grams of protein, only 3 grams of carbs, which makes my total lunch 9 grams of carbs. And the sodium is at 20 grams, cholesterol is at 15 milligrams. And like I said, 9 grams of fat. Out of the 9 grams of fat, there is 2 grams of saturated fat. So 1 gram of sugar. Really good. Really, really good. So they call it the trio because as you can see, they got the protein, the sugar, and the carbs. And this is supposed to be a perfect blend for someone on keto, and I wonder why they rebranded and took the word keto out. You know, there's a lot of that give keto a bad rap. Maybe they were like, oh, you know, they didn't want to be a keto anymore. But this yogurt is still very keto friendly. Actually, they added a gram of carb on this keto. I believe this used to only be 2 grams of carb, if I'm not mistaken. I always lick the lid. I'm a kid, like a big kid. As you can see, when you first open this yogurt, it is a little liquidy. I can't tell if this is locking in. Probably right there, but yeah, I always stir. This is the fork that with the salad, excuse me. Yeah, I do that. I reverse my time. Blame it on Netflix. Blame it on Netflix in my life. So as I stake it, that's pretty much it. I hang out. I don't have the luxury to go home and sit at a table. I'm at work. I have my vehicle. I could stand outside my vehicle and eat, but why would I show the whole world I'm eating? So you know, I just like to eat private because that's what us fat people like to eat private. I feel like if you like eating in public and you binge eating in public, you really don't give a darn. You just don't give a darn. There you go. Something about this yogurt. This yogurt has, now let me tell you something. There's 150 calories here, but it's good calories. The salad has 260. Lunch total is 410 calories, but then that's it. My breakfast was about 420. My lunch is 410 calories. My dinners have been 400 to 500 in calories. I'm ending my day with like 1400 calories. I'm not even trying, but I'm also in calorie ketogenic. So that's a really beautiful combo for me. I'm wondering why I haven't lost all the weight I need to lose, but I do want to hurry up a little bit. I do have a lot of activity going on site. A lot of people left for lunch, but they are coming back now. Well, they actually did come back like 15 minutes ago. And so a few things I need to check real quick. But for the most part, this yogurt tastes really good. As I mentioned before, I think I did. This is strawberry. They have coconut. For a while, I would only buy coconut. I ate so much of these in coconut. I was like, I'm a little tired of it. But to me, when this yogurt first came out, I bought all the flavors. And when I bought all the flavors, coconut was the best tasting one. It tasted like real coconut. And I think I ate so much of it that I played it out a little bit for my taste buds. And now I kind of like, after coconut, I jumped on the vanilla wave. Now I'm on the strawberry. I believe there is another flavor. It could be, can't remember. But yeah, these people are not sponsoring me. There's no, I'm not getting paid to tell you about these yogurts, but I highly recommend it. I'm not going to be gatekeeping information on this channel in regards to weight loss. I'm going to tell you guys what you need to know. You need to be buying this yogurt and chasing it. It's okay to chase a lunch with this. It's okay to chase a dinner with it. So technically, if you this you could chase a yogurt, boom, you know, that could be your breakfast. I really don't feel so. I feel really good. In a way, this is gonna sound so weird, but in a way, it's like I'm kind of forcing myself to finish this, because I know there's gonna be a lot of benefits about finishing this yogurt. It's gonna satiate me. It's gonna hold me over for a while. I'm gonna feel held over for a while. And so I'm actually excited to finish this yogurt and go about my day. I would finish this yogurt, go home, and not really feel like I'm running to the next meal at home. I'm kind of still at home. I'm not feeling too hungry. Now, there's been times when, you know, it's crazy. When I was eating, I will eat like a cow all day, spend 25, 30 bucks when I'm not at work, and come home and still feel hungry. And so it's just terrible addiction, crazy. A while ago, I used to smoking form. I stopped doing smoking and felt like I wanted to do edibles, because the reason why I liked edibles was because the dispensaries kind of got onto it. I do have a medical marijuana card. It is still active. It expires this year in a few months. Not too sure if I'm going to renew that. I might not. But what I like about the dispensaries and how the technology of marijuana has advanced, they're able to now recommend dosages. Before, when people were consuming marijuana, there really wasn't a recommendation. You were getting X amount of grams. You didn't know how many THC, what was the THC percentages. when you're buying these things in the street, you don't know how much THC is in the marijuana. You don't know if 1 gram of marijuana would affect you the same way as 1 gram of marijuana that you bought a few weeks ago. So what I like about the dispensaries is they're able to sell edibles, and in the edibles, every piece tells you the exact amount of marijuana that's in there. So it can stop you from over-consuming marijuana, which is honestly what's happening nowadays. A lot of people over-consume marijuana. If you are taking marijuana in the smoking form, you're 90% chance you're over-consuming it. You might be smoking too much. Marijuana, not much is needed, right? So the reason why I brought up marijuana is because I did smoke for a few years. I did take every few years a few months off, but I was able to quit marijuana last year and not even look back with no problem. But when it comes to dieting, that's even harder. Eating healthy is harder than quitting drugs. Leave that drug. So I try to eat everything here. I try not to leave nothing. The lid of this yogurt has a lot of the lid of this container has a lot of yogurt in there still. I'm not using a spoon. So the fork, sometimes you can see the teeth. Sometimes something slipped through the fork. So I'm trying to, as much as I can. There's that. I did it. It's over. And of course, I don't have a plastic bag to put this stuff in. So I'm gonna have to be very careful. Just put it here. Okay. I'm gonna place my salad in the tub. I'm gonna have to go straight to the trash can. I can't have trash on my car like this. It's okay to be a little unorganized. If I got books, bottles, hats, but I don't like to have trash anymore. So guys, as you see, this is real. I know I've been putting videos saying that I'm about to eat this, and next thing you know, the video just cuts out. And I come back saying, hey, I just ate it. This is real. I do eat yogurt. And honestly, I feel good right now. Like I said, I have all this water to drink. I did not prick my foot to see if I'm in ketosis because I know I am. Yeah. Even then, a finger to see if I'm in ketosis, I still recommend having that device. Obviously, I'm 10 days in. Actually, today's day 11. I hope I've been saying that. Today's day 11. I'm 11 days in, and I know now. I've achieved it. I ate dinner one time, and the next day still being in ketosis. So I know I'm in ketosis. I'm following the rules. Nutritional facts, and that's that. You gotta look at nutritional facts. If there's a product that you think about consuming and there is no nutritional facts, do not even get it. Even if you think you know how much carbs are in, don't get it. I mean, there's some things that there's avocados, and stuff like that. I'll be high in carbs. I think one whole haza has like 10, 11 grams of carbs. And there's a lot of fatty acids there that's good for you, but I still take avocados. So guys, that's it for now. Again, I'm not going to be videos up in different uploads. I'm trying to give YouTube a little break. I think they're getting sick of my uploads. So I'm going to be combining my day into one video format and just pushing out one video at a time. So since those files are going to be a little larger, I might not be able to push same day content. So it might be next. They might see this video next tomorrow. But otherwise, it is day 11 for me. I am still going strong. I'm not bending. I'm not folding. And I'm doing all of this because I really need to change my life. And that's why I'm doing this. I need to change my life, and that's why I'm doing this. And so anybody that needs to change their life and they think that it can be done, or they don't know where to start, I started doing keto. I'm in the very early stages of this journey, and I don't feel like breaking. Hopefully in the name of I can remember to check my weight. I'm just going to check it when I get home. I like to check my weight in the morning after I take the morning, to have the best. But I am going to eat all this food and then check today, and then I'll check in the morning before leaving, and then there probably is going to be another difference. So that's it, guys. This is my journey. Pounds. Always been a beater. I'm coming from a binge disorder. I haven't been diagnosed with it, but the signs are all high, and I have a binge disorder. I can eat a whole entree. I can eat 2 entrees. I can eat 2 desserts. I was pretty bad. I could fill a whole dozen donuts of Krispy Kreme. I was pretty bad, and I was doing it 3 times a day, eating poorly, and then not working out, not doing any strenuous activity. So I'm Keto Diet, day 11 for me. I'll see you guys later. Adios. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm walking. Look what I got in front of me. Oh my God. Just walking by. Leave my truck at Firestone because I had one tire that was just getting me. I slowly losing PSI. When I would park it over the weekend, Monday mornings, tire would be empty, but it would take like 2 or 3 days to get empty. Now, 3 or 4 hours, the tire could be completely empty from being completely full. And I just got a little tired of constantly filling it up with air, so I just dropped it off. Originally, they told me they had my tire, and now they're saying they gotta get actually 2 more tires, because from the time that I spoke to them to now, they gave 2 tires away to somebody else. So they said they need about 2 or 3 hours to get the other tires. So I just dropped off my truck there, and I'm walking home. My home is like 3 miles away, and I don't have a sweater or a jacket, so I'm just gonna bust it out though. I'm walking, so I had to record myself walking by Krispy Kreme, one of my favorite, when it comes to if I feel like sweets and stuff like that. Krispy Kreme is my top 5 goats. Then you got Cold Stone Creamery, you know, that ice cream joint. Others I like to go to. We got these cookies. I forgot what they're called. I think they're called crumble cookies. Crumble cookies is pretty awesome. I like going to Crumble Cookie, and every week they come out with these different cookies, and I always just get the same one, chocolate chip. The chocolate chip is my favorite one. There was a time they released some cheesecake stuff at Crumble Cookie, and that was awesome. I had to go back and get more of that. Back in the days, 12 days ago. I'm doing this diet for 11 days, so I can't say back in the days and mislead you guys. But yeah, I got a little ways to go. The good news is, at this point moving forward from where I'm walking to my house, I'm not going to be bumping into any other food joints. Actually, right when I have to take a left, on the right hand side, there are like a little group of restaurants, but it's like sushi and stuff, and I'm not trying to eat sushi, so I'm not craving sushi, and I haven't been craving sushi in a long time, so I should be straight. But yeah, guys, stay in the light. Later. Bye.